There is an old saying, little pitchers have big ears. While issues like suicide may seem like something limited to the high school level, younger siblings and even their friends are hearing the conversations, and they may be wondering.
I think the most important thing to keep in mind is to really think about what your child knows. And I would ask the question, tell me what you know, tell me what you think. The idea of being as honest as you can, but not being overly sharing information that they might not be able to understand quite yet.
Sometimes Cohen says the questions may be as simple as, what is that? What does it mean? But there are certain things to keep in mind, whether the child is just curious or knows the victim.
I think the biggest message I could give to parents is that we need to be open to the conversations. We need to follow our kids' leads. We need to really be listening and not come back with a, oh, you don't mean that. Really come back with a, tell me more about that. What are you thinking?
Suicide involving someone the child knows can be even more complex. Cohen remembers one student in particular who lost a loved one.
Drug use was involved. And so the conversation kind of became, wow, how difficult, how heavy, how hard must have things felt for this person, or how alone they must have felt, that would be their only answer. And so we talked about at Circle of Support. Who's in your circle of support? Who would you reach out to if you were feeling a certain kind of way?
Another key, making sure the child knows he or she had no control over the situation, couldn't have done anything about it.
I do find that kids tend to take the blame or blame themselves for situations that happen in their lives. So when it's a lot like when parents are divorcing, kids tend to blame themselves that they had, it must be me. With death, did I do something wrong? And especially when you're talking about a suicide, was there something that I didn't do or that I did?
While usually it involves coping with others, there have been cases of grade school-aged kids talking about hurting themselves. That is not something to be dismissed.
As scary as it is, we have to take it seriously. Any kid who comes to me and says, to me or a teacher, anyone in our building, I want to hurt myself, I want to kill myself, we take it seriously. We talk to them about it. Tell me what you mean by that. What would that look like? Do you have a plan? Like, all of those things are things that go into the picture of, is this a student who has an immediate need of being kept safe? Is this somebody who used the phrasing very lightly and doesn't realize the ramifications or the end result of that, and how seriously that adults around them feel about it, and we want them to feel serious about it too and know that's there's a finality there. We don't get to come back from that.